Hey guys, it's Nina, and today I want to talk to you about some Shadowhunter casting. So I don't know how up to date you guys are with the Shadowhunting world, but there's been a lot of casting, and pretty much the entire main cast has been cast by now. So I'm going to go into my thoughts on everyone and discuss that, and then I also just want to talk about like the show in general, because I am so excited for the show. I think it is a fantastic idea. In terms of the first movie, I did enjoy it, but it did have a lot of problems. There were a lot of issues with it. So I do like that they're kind of rebooting it. They're doing a TV show, just a complete wash, and I could not be happier because I love TV shows. Like, TV shows I think aren't utilized enough for book to movie adaptations, but like TV shows. There are just so many books that have so much potential but wouldn't necessarily be good as movies, and I think TV shows are the way to go, and I'm so glad that they're doing this. So let's talk casting. And a brief disclaimer, my editing software doesn't let me put pictures anywhere, so I'm gonna assume that you guys have done your research and that you know who everyone looks like that I'm talking about, because I'll be saying names but I can't show you pictures. So if you haven't done your research though, I will link pictures and links and everything that you need to know down in the description so you can go through that before you watch this. So first and foremost, let's talk Jace, because I mean, that was the first thing that we got, and it's just the most exciting thing. So Jace is going to be played by Dominic Sherwood. I have never seen this guy act before. I think someone was saying he was in Vampire Diaries or something, but I haven't seen that, so I've never seen him act. So I'm just basing off of looks here. For pretty much all of these actors, out of all these actors, I've only seen one of them act before. So keep that in mind, and I'll say who that is later. But Dominic Sherwood, he was in Style, Taylor Swift's music video, and I love that video. That is one of my favorite music videos of all time. It is so well done, so like beautiful. If you haven't watched that, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You need to watch it. But the other thing that is very notable about Dominic Sherwood is that he has two different colored eyes. I'm not sure what the like thing is called that made that happen or whatever. There's some medical term for it. But yeah. One of his eyes is one color and the other one's another one. I can't remember which. So there's been some talk about whether people want him to wear contacts or not. I think he's not, because they just started shooting like either today or yesterday or something, and I think he's not wearing contacts, but I'm not sure. But I think it would be really cool for Jace to have differently colored eyes. I mean, it's not part of the book at all, but it's still really cool, and I don't know, if you can't tell, I'm just very happy with this casting choice. So let's just move on. So next, let's just do Clary, because why not? So Clary is being played by Catherine McNamara. Again, I've never seen her act before. I'm just going purely off appearance, and she looks perfect. She is so pretty. I can't. This entire cast is just so hot. I don't even know how to like talk about it, because they're just all gorgeous. But she is great. She's a redhead, kind of short. I mean, she's not very short, but she's not very tall either. She's like average height, so whatever, close enough for me. And yeah, she's just really pretty. Never seen her act. I mean, I can't say much about her. I just know that she visually looks like what I want Clary to look like, so I'm fine with it. So yeah. Next to the Lightwoods. So Isabel is going to be played by Emradie Tobia. I probably butchered that. I am sorry. But she is, again, so hot. She's just gorgeous. I love her already. Just from like seeing her pictures, and there's been a few videos up of like her doing some stunt work and stuff, so she just looks amazing. I like her a lot better than the last Isabel, but then again, I haven't seen her act, so I don't know. But I am super happy with this casting choice. And then we have Alec, which is going to be played by Matthew Daddario, and I've never seen him act, but I've seen his sister act in a lot of things, because his sister is Alexandra Daddario, and she was in like Percy Jackson and that whole thing. Not gonna talk about that. But I don't have much to say about him. I mean, he looks good. That's all I really can say. I mean, he looks like Alec, and I think he'll be good, but I've never seen him act, so I wouldn't know, now would I? Next is Simon, who is going to be played by Alberto Rosende, I believe, and oh my god, I am so happy with this casting, because this is probably the hardest casting choice that they had to make, because this was the one role that they really had big shoes to fill coming from the movie. Because if you look at the movie cast, like, everyone was pretty good, but then you had Robert Sheehan, and everyone loved Robert Sheehan as Simon. So that is a very hard thing to like be going up against when you're trying to reboot this entire franchise. So when I first saw Roberto, I was like, it's okay. I'm fine with him, but he's not as good as Robert Sheehan. But then they posted like these videos up on Twitter or something of the cast saying like, oh hi, thanks for all the support, blah blah blah. And Alberto's video, oh my god, it was fantastic. Like, his mannerisms, like, based solely on his mannerisms, he is Simon. Like, he is just awkward and geeky, and just the way he talks and the way he moves his hands, like, it is exactly how I pictured Simon. Like, I could not ask for anything better. And that's such an amazing thing to have, because I never expected anyone better than Robert Sheehan, but I think they've found someone, which is just incredible. So let's talk Luke. Luke is going to be played by Isaiah Mustafa, and let's just cut right to the chase because it's on everyone's mind. Luke in the books is white, and this Luke is black. We said it. There. It's out there. And now I'm going to try to explain to you why I think this is the single best casting choice out of everyone, except maybe Simon. So second best casting choice. And I'm also gonna try not to come across as racist, because I swear I'm not trying to be. If anything's offensive, I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. So, let's be straight. Usually when they change the race of characters, I don't like it. Because I'm one of those people, I've read the books, I have this, like, picture of what the character's supposed to look like in my head, and I expect the movie or the adaptation to be at least close to that description. Like, just for the sake of an example, I'm gonna use Percy Jackson. So in the books, Grover is this, like, really awkward, needy white kid. Yeah, that's just what he is. And then in the movie, they change him and they make him black. But they don't just make him black, they also change the way that his character acts. He's suddenly, like, really cool and, like, really funny in, like, a different way. Like, his character was fundamentally changed by them changing his race. And that I absolutely hated. Because you basically just took Grover and completely changed his character, and honestly, he wasn't the same character. It was just a person named Grover. But other than that, they didn't really have any similarities. But in this case, Luke being white or black or Muslim or Latino or whatever, his race has nothing to do with his character and how he acts. Like, Luke has a nice balance where he has enough influence in the story, like, he's a major character, but it also, like, he doesn't have kids, where it's like, oh, what race are the kids gonna be in? And, like, it doesn't change that much about the story to change his race. And it's just awesome that they're throwing diversity in there, because honestly, the show needs it. Like, honestly, in the books, there's, like, one other black person, and that's, like, it. So I think this is a great way to throw diversity in there without changing a fundamental character. Like, this casting in general, like, even the girl who's playing Isabel, like, is Latino. But you can't really tell. It doesn't change her character. Like, she still looks like Isabel, and she looks perfect. And I just love how diverse this cast is, and I love it. I'm gonna zip through the next two because they're not that big. First person is Valentine, and he is going to be played by Alan Von Spring. Never seen him act, I just know his picture, and he looks great. Because the Valentine in the movie was horrible. I hated him. He was just weird. But this guy looks like an actual bad guy. He looks awesome. He's just spot on what I pictured, and I love it. And then we have Jocelyn, who's going to be played by Maximum Roy. Also know nothing about her. All I know is that she looks momish. And that's all I need. I mean, she looks like she could be Clary's mom. She works for me. And the last casting thing that I want to talk about is Magnus, because he is being played by Harry Shum Jr., and I am so excited, because he was on Glee. And I loved Glee. I mean, I haven't watched, like, the last 2 seasons or whatever, but oh my god, he was on Glee, and he was, like, my favorite character on Glee. So just him being in, like, one of my favorite book series as a TV show is, like, mind-blowing, and I'm so excited because he looks like Magnus. He's just perfect, and he can dance, but that's irrelevant. He's just young and perfect, and he looks like Magnus, and he can act. I'm just so happy with this casting choice. Really, all this casting. Like, I don't have any really complaints about this cast at all. Well, I guess I lied. I do have one complaint, and that is more of a lack of casting for something, because they haven't cast Max yet. And I was kind of waiting to film this video until they casted Max, but it's been a few days now, and they're starting to film already, so where's our Max casting? Because I'm going to be really pissed if they don't cast a Max, like if they just cut him out. Because they did that in the movie, and as a TV show, you have so much more room to explore, more characters, and you have more time, so there's no reason to cut Max out. And I just really hope that they're just late on the casting because they don't need him for filming things yet, but I don't know. But I really need a Max casting. I need it. Is that so hard to ask for? Like, you want to distinguish yourself from the movie, casting a Max would help you do that. So anyway, that's enough of a rant for today. Let me know down below what you guys think of this casting, if you have any gripes or good things that I didn't mention. And as always, like this video if you liked it and subscribe, and I will see you guys later with another video. Bye!